if you'll just inform your clients of the excellent growth potential of this investment. Yeah, I know. Everything involves a risk. All right. Why don't you give it some thought and get back to me on that? Fine, fine. Thank you. Goodbye.
Wait a minute, you can't go in there.
Well, your secretary said you were out, Baldwin.
I am out to you.
That's not nice to tell a lie, little girl.
You should know. I tried to stop him.
Beat it, Hand, will you? And, Heather, can you get some air freshener in here?
How about an exterminator, Scotty?
Gee, guys, I'm genuinely hurt.
Well, if you want to avoid any more pain, I suggest you turn yourself around and take a hike.
Yeah, why don't you just get out of here?
Well, now, not before I have a talk with my little friend here.
Wait a minute. I am not your friend, okay, Hand? We have nothing to talk about.
Oh, sure we do. I got some good news for you.
You're leaving town.
Sorry.
Well, unless that's the news, I don't want to talk to you.
Well, don't be so sure. I got something better to tell you.
Coffee, Commissioner?
Thank you.
Anything interesting?
Well, I'm trying to get a rundown on businesses possibly affiliated with the mob.
What have you got?
Quite a varied list. Hey, what's this?
Well, I thought this morning was as good a time as any to start exercising, but you're busy.
Wait a minute. No excuses now. There's no time like the present.
Actually, I'm quite excited about it. But you're sure I'm not in your way?
No. Not at all.
Look, Jed, will you go find out why it's taking him so long?
Hold your horses. It's only been gone 10 minutes.
Well, how long does it take to find a couple of braces, man?
He probably needs to find a pair strong enough for an ornery cuss like you.
The stronger the better.
You know, for someone who didn't even want to use a crutch, you're sure singing a different tune. Now you're going whole hog with leg braces.
Oh, well, I'll wear an erector set if it'll get me up.
Don't forget, it's one step at a time. They're going to take some adjusting, too.
Oh, come on. What do you mean? They're just braces, man. That's all. Just a couple of braces. What the hell is that?
Your braces. Nice of your secretary to leave us alone.
It wasn't intentional, Hand. She's got work to do, and so do I.
Well, you should take a break. You're gonna feel real good after I tell you my news.
All right, look, let's not get too comfortable, okay? Give me the big news and then get out.
Well, now, there's no need to get hostile, Scotty.
I like getting hostile with you, Hand.
Well, whatever makes you feel good. I like seeing you feel good, Baldwin, especially since we're on the same side again.
No, wait a minute. We have never been on the same side. You get that through your head, all right?
Yeah, right. I was down in New York the other day.
So what?
So I talked to the boss. He agrees with you.
About what?
About the waterfront project. He thinks we should leave it all to you.
Are you telling me that the mob's gonna pull out?
The organization? Yeah, we are. Doesn't make much sense with Scorpio breathing down our neck to maintain our involvement.
Yeah, well, I've been telling you that for some time now. How come all of a sudden the boss is listening?
He's been listening. He just needed a little time to think, that's all.
So now he's thinking that without any permits, there's no project, right?
Yeah, that's right. So there's no use us holding out. It's not going to do anyone any good.
Well, that's nice that your boss has been so concerned.
What can I say? He's a terrific guy.
Well, I am kind of amazed that the organization is being so reasonable.
Well, you've always had the wrong impression of us, Baldwin. We're just good businessmen, the same as you.
Oh, there's a big difference there. I don't carry a gun around in my briefcase. What's in it for you, Hand?
I've already told you. I don't know what else I can say to make you believe me.
Well, listen, you could do me a favor, right? You tell that idiot flunky friend of yours to stay away from my girlfriend.
Yeah, all right. I am truly sorry about that. I've talked to him. You got nothing to worry about.
Why is it I always get the feeling that I do, though?
Well, you got every right to be a little paranoid. I'm a go-getter, Baldwin. What can I say? Sometimes I get a little overeager. That's all behind us now. Bottom line, I'm a company man. I got my orders. The boss wants out. We're out.
Completely.
Yep, that's it. The ball game is all yours. All you gotta do is get the permits from Scorpio. And Baldwin, looks like you're gonna build yourself quite a nice project.
Sorry. Sorry again.
I think we're going to have to work out some sort of a schedule here to figure out who does what when.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disturb you.
Come on, look, you're fine.
No, it's all right. I'll do it later when you're not at home.
No, you won't. You can't quit now. Your muscles are only just starting to get warmed up.
Oh, is that what they're doing?
Well, I guess this is all my fault. I should have got someone to show you how to work the equipment.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll find an instructor. I'll give Tiffany a call. She'll know somebody.
No need for that. We have an expert right here.
I can't ask you to do that. You have too much work to do.
Come on, it's not going to take very long.
You sure it looks awfully complicated to me.
It's simple. Once you get the hang of it, you'll just breeze through it.
I will never breathe through this.
Well, you would if you weren't trying to pull up 160 pounds. You seem to forget this machine is set up for me.
I don't know what to do.
Let's make a few adjustments to it here. So, now try it.
Woo! Sorry.
Don't be.
Ah, this is impossible.
Look, you just got to find your own level.
Rank amateur.
Not by the time I've finished with you. By the time I am through with you, you're going to be numero uno. Let's sit down and work out some sort of a program for you, huh?
There. Finished. Finished. Sure you don't want to add a couple of more straps or maybe tighten some screws, make this really difficult?
You wouldn't want it to be easy, would you? It might get boring.
Oh, heaven forbid. There's no danger of getting bored here. By the time I get these things on, I'll be too tired to limp around in them.
Putting them on is very easy once you get used to them.
I don't plan on getting used to them.
Good. Then let's get you on your feet.
What for?
I want you to try walking. Get these on.
Listen, did anybody else ever complain about your sadistic tendencies, Doc?
That's it. Be careful. Hold firm. That's it. Up you go. That's it. Good, good. Hold on. Hold on. Good. Good. Stay right there. Now let's see you move.
This is ridiculous.
Try. Come on. Just one leg.
I can't. You got to try, lad. They're too heavy. Get me another pair.
They're the right weight, John. Try again.
No, really. No, really. They're too heavy. Now, look, how do you expect me to move with weight on my legs when I can't even move my legs with nothing on them?
That's just the point. With no weight on your legs, you've got nothing to brace yourself with.
Now, that's why they call them braces, lad.
Thanks, Dad.
He's right. Come on, try it again. You see? You see? The weight of the braces forces your feet to land on the ground the way they're supposed to, naturally. And it helps to strengthen your leg muscles.
Right. No.
Good.
Now, look. There's got to be an easier way.
There isn't. When a muscle gets weak, the only way to make it stronger is exercise.
Look, pal. They're exercised. Right now, they are screaming with exercise.
As with any exercise, if there's no pain, there's no gain.
That's bull. I've had enough pain to last me a lifetime. It's done me no good.
You can't really believe that.
Do you see me leaping around this room?
I see a man who no one ever thought would walk again, standing up.
In a contraption.
Contraption or not, you are standing. You did walk.
I don't call this walking!
You took a step nonetheless. And that, mister, is a miracle. In fact, anything that happens to you from here on is a miracle. I'd be damn grateful if I were you.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Okay. They're they're just a little difficult to get used to.
I know. I know very well. That's where your therapist comes in. He'll help you adjust to them.
Oh, boy, man, he's got his work cut out for him.
No, I think that's the other way around. Easy. Easy, John. Try. That's it.
Oh, Roger. You're going to do John's therapy, aren't you?
Yeah, I was just going to see him. How's he doing?
Oh, well, that's what I want to ask you about. You know, I'm a little worried about him emotionally. Sometimes he acts like he's on top of the world, and other times he just wants to give up.
Who wants to give up?
Oh, hello, Miss Dearborn.
Roger. Natalie Dearborn.
Oh, Jedediah Parkinson.
Hello.
Jed.
Miss Dearborn is chief of our therapy division.
Oh, I seem to remember a man.
Well, you're right, but he was in an accident, so I'm taking over for a while. Who were you talking about?
Good old John Doe.
Ah, yes, the notorious John Doe. I've read about his case. Very interesting. He's made a miraculous recovery.
Yeah, yes, he has.
Jed Parkinson, you're looking out for him, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, what seems to be the problem?
I think he's got all his hopes pinned on his girl back home, and she doesn't know anything about what happened. Probably thinks he's dead.
Well, he didn't want anyone to know what happened.
I know, I've read the report.
You know, I think that's what's causing his mood changes.
Well, perhaps I can help. I'd like to take over his therapy.
Well, that's very nice of you, Miss Dearborn, but he's a little difficult to build a rapport with.
And have you?
To a point.
Then I'll take it from there.
Well, he's a bit of a hard case.
So am I.
Well, I told you I'd make your day, Baldwin.
You done that?
Yeah, you should take the pretty lady to lunch. You got something to celebrate.
We certainly do.
Oh, you've been listening at the door again, Heather?
That's my girl.
Well, goodbye forever, Mr. Hand.
Oh, I'm gonna miss seeing you, sweetheart. That's just a remark, Baldwin. Well, good luck. You're gonna be a very rich man.
That he is. And when that happens, don't come around asking for a loan.
Like I said, I'm gonna miss seeing you.
Did you hear everything?
What do you think?
Do you know what this means?
It means we won, Scotty. We finally won.
We beat the mob. We really beat them this time.
Scotty, I'm so happy for you. You know what this means? It means Scorpio can't keep you from getting those building permits. You can go ahead with the whole project now.
There still is one big problem here.
You mean the minor point of raising the $20 million?
That's right. I can't do anything without the money.
It's to start the work on Tiffany again.
Oh, Tiffany's a lost cause.
Now, come on, Scotty. If you could convince the mob to step aside, you can certainly convince Tiffany, who's a featherhead, to kick in some money.
Well, the featherhead hasn't taken the bait yet, has she?
Well, maybe we haven't made it inviting enough.
2% of $20 million is plenty inviting.
So you up the ante a little bit. I mean, come on, the woman has a cash register for her brain. Once she realizes there is something in it for her, she's gonna come around sooner or later.
Yeah, well, let's just hope the sooner the better, huh?
Well, Tiffany should be back from New York tomorrow, and you can start in to work on her again then. Meanwhile, I'm taking the afternoon off.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
Home. After all, this may be our last evening together for a while. And I'm gonna organize a little celebration neither one of us will forget.
Martin, this is absolutely wicked of you to make me order this chocolate mousse. I bet I gained 5 pounds.
I saw that light in your eye when the waiter mentioned it.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
I declare a girl can't hide anything from you, can she? I'd better watch what I'm thinking.
What are you thinking?
Well, I was just thinking how happy I am that I finished my commercial early so we could have lunch together.
The pleasure is all mine.
Oh, thank you. But I am so sorry that I called you on such short notice.
Oh, nonsense. You call me whenever you like.
Well, aren't you sweet?
You said something on the phone about business.
Yes, well, you're so knowledgeable. In areas of that, I thought that perhaps you might could help me with something.
What do you need to know?
Well, this gentleman has approached me. He's looking for financing for a real estate development. It sounds wonderful, but I wasn't sure, you know, because I didn't want somebody to invest in it if it wasn't an absolutely marvelous deal.
Well, tell me about it. Maybe I can advise you.
Could you do that?
Sure.
That's wonderful. I have this prospectus right here.
Okay.
It sounded so simple when the man explained it to me, but for the life of me, every time I read these things, I can't make any sense out of it.
Project for a waterfront development. Sounds interesting.
Yes. Aren't those drawings marvelous?
Do you mind if I keep this for a day or two? I'd just like to study it.
Of course.
I may know a few people who could be interested. Not myself, of course. That could be conflict of interest politically. But I might know a few people, yes.
Martin, that's wonderful. Oh, I don't know what I would ever do without you.
It's nothing.
No, really, I mean it. I was very worried about this. I just don't know how to thank you.
I'll do it on one condition, that you make me a promise.
You name it.
You'll keep coming to New York, and you will keep having lunch with me.
I promise. Whenever I'm in New York, I'm all yours.
What the hell's going on in here?
Well, look what the wind blew in. Welcome back.
Get your feet off of my table.
Ah, man, he's $100 slack.
This place looks like a pigsty. Why don't you clean it up while I was
What do I
gone?
look like, the maid? It's your place, not mine.
That's right, so keep your feet off of my furniture and your hands out of my liquor.
Okay, Tony's depressed. What's your beef today? I thought things went fine in New York.
Well, as usual, you thought wrong. We're in big trouble.
What happened now?
Largo wants us off the waterfront project.
You're kidding.
I look like I'm in the mood for jokes, Auggie. He made me go over there and see Baldwin and let him off the hook. I just stand there like some idiot and tell him that the project was all his. And how happy I was for him. You got any idea how humiliating that was?
Why did Largo make you do a thing like that?
I don't know. I don't think he trusts us anymore. He was insinuating that it was all my fault that the waterfront plan fell apart.
Well, it's not our fault Scorpio sniffed us out.
No, but Largo thinks it is. Claims we weren't discreet enough.
What's he know? I'm always discreet.
You idiot. You think it's discreet roughing up Baldwin's girlfriend?
What would you do? That chick came on to me, man.
Yeah, right, anyway. We don't have time for her right now. We got more important things. We have got to figure out a way to make Largo trust us again. To make him see that we are in control of the waterfront and all the rest of Port Charles.
All we gotta do, show a little muscle.
All you gotta do, Auggie, is shut up and listen and let me do the thinking. The main thing is that we prove to Largo that we can take care of things nicely and quietly without attracting Scorpio's attention.
One more. That's great.
Oh, my whatchamacallits are killing me.
Well, they're called lats, and they're meant to be killing you. It means you've been working the muscle.
Oh, actually, I do feel pretty good.
Hmm?
Here, feel this.
Oh, yes. Definitely impressed.
Don't mess with me.
I'm creating a monster.
Actually, I could use a shower.
Yeah, well, I could use one of those myself, I guess. Here, take that. Gotta get down to headquarters. What's on your agenda for the day?
Grocery shopping.
I hope you're going to Torrance's.
What's that?
Torrance's is only the most incredible gourmet store ever. Listen, I have got an incredible idea. Now, it just happens to be close to headquarters. Why don't I meet you there at lunchtime? I just love shopping in that place.
I can tell.
I've got an even better idea. Why don't we buy up a whole lot of food and go out and have a picnic in the park? I mean, it's such a great day.
Well, I love picnics, but we haven't got a pan.
Torrance's will supply everything. Let's get going. Come on, race you upstairs.
Okay.
My legs are killing me, Doctor.
Come on. Just a little further.
That's what you said 20 minutes ago.
I know. Good. That's it. You see? Look how far you've come.
Great. At this rate, I can make the Tomato Festival in Ohio by fall. Look, okay, that's it. All right, that's it. I've had it. That's all. That's all.
You can do more.
Okay, look, I got cement blocks on my legs. I'm telling you, pal. They're too tight. They're too heavy.
Your braces are properly adjusted.
For what, a gorilla? I'm the one who's wearing them. I will tell you how they feel.
Be happy you can feel them at all.
I'll be happy when I can kick that smug look off your face.
If you keep those braces on your legs, someday you just might be able to do that.
By the time I can get my legs up that high, pal, you won't matter anymore because I'll be long gone from here.
Keep that in mind. And keep working.
You got a lot of patience, Doc. No pun intended.
I've only seen you like this. You know how you were. Once you accept your condition, you'll be able to measure your own progress and be happy with small gains.
I'd be happy now if you'd take these vices off my legs.
Stop thinking of your braces as the enemy, John. You've got to get used to them.
I'm never going to get used to them. I will not get used to them. I will use them.
Good. Then make sure you use them as much as possible. Wear them all day if you can.
Shall I sleep with them, or do I have to be properly introduced first?
You can take them off when you go to bed.
Good. I don't want to get a reputation.
Your therapist will help you get the hang of moving with your braces on.
I thought that's what you were doing.
No. I'm just checking the fit.
Well, the fit don't work. They're too heavy.
The therapist will show you some leg strengthening exercises. Give it time, John. Think of it like breaking in a new pair of shoes.
Okay. I'd like another pair. These don't go with my outfit.
You'll get the hang of it. You all right? Easy. Easy.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
One thing I don't want you to rush this.
All right, I know.
Okay?
Let go of me. I'm okay.
All right. But I just want you to wait here and relax until the therapist gets here.
Okay.
Okay?
Fine. Like hell, I'll get used to these.
General Hospital will continue in a moment.